Dinah here from Off Tap Brewing. Happy Homebrew Wednesday on a Thursday. Wednesday for some of you guys if I pull my finger out and get this uploaded soon enough. That'll be a treat. Okay, I just wanted to give you guys a couple of updates. I top cropped some yeast. I think I mentioned this once before. I top cropped some yeast where I just, well, Chubby Glutton Brew sent me a video via Off Tap Brewing page, and that guy was just with a jar just scooping the top of the kreuzen off your FV. Now I looked at that and thought, wow, that's got to be easier than reclaiming yeast off the bottom and doing all this washing process. It works, it really does. I top cropped an ale yeast, had a jar with a little bit in it, and I put that in the fridge and stopped fermentation on it. I then brought it out here where I had my vessel chilling down to 18 degrees in my fridge. So I put the jar with it and popped the lid on the jar and put that in there. That yeast started to go again. It heated up a little and started to kept eating the sugar in the jar. This is the result. I just poured that straight in there, and fermentation is almost done. The next thing will be trying to clean that clearing cube, or the bubbles and chalk no chill cube. But anyhow, that worked. That worked very quickly. That fermentation started extremely quick. That yeast was good. So I have since then done that again. I have a Pilsner and a Lagerboys Lager, a Freddy's Pilsner and a Lagerboys Lager in Hazcam, and I top crop both of those, 2 little jars. Top crop both of those, same thing. Put that in the fridge, let that chill down. I then brewed Saison one name only, and we started chilling that. And I just put that straight from my straight as a hot liquor into my 60 litre fermenter. And I put that straight in the fridge with a lid on it and left it sit there for a couple of days to chill down. The fridge wasn't on until it dropped down to 26 degrees or something, and then I closed it up and turned the fridge on. Now, these are the ones I reclaimed. I top cropped the yeast off. That's the Pilsner, nearly finished. I'm gonna do a hydrometer reading of those today, and by hydrometer reading, I mean I'm just going to drop a hydrometer in there and just watch that over the next couple of days and see and wait. But this is what the top cropping did. That did take a little bit longer to start. I think it took just over 24 hours to start. I actually came out yesterday and stirred it with a spoon late yesterday afternoon, and it then started very vigorously. So I did add a little bit of yeast nutrient to that, which is the first time for me. So I'm just trying to close this lid. I've never used a yeast nutrient before, so that was a first time on the yeast nutrient. I added about a teaspoon to that, and I did the same thing as I always do. I brought my yeast and my work to the same temperature via putting, one of these with my yeast in it. I think I pulled off probably that much, which is probably 2.5 litres of straight wort, and I tipped the top crop yeast into that, and then I put that in the fridge and let that ferment. Oh, cats and dogs, cats and dogs. I got a big dog chasing the cats. He just wants one of them cats. Yeah, so I just put that in there, top crop, put that in there in the 5 litre demijohn, and let them both get to the same temperature, and also let the yeast build up a little. It did built up to probably that much in the bottom of that 5 litre demijohn, and then I pitched it. A day later I stirred it. Next morning it's going like crazy. So top cropping, I will be doing a video on that probably as that fermentation settles down, you can see the yucky stuff on top. I do believe, and correct me if I'm wrong, that's like DMS or something, or diacetals or something, the green stuff. I know you don't want it in there, and I know it's got to be reclaimed and all that sort of stuff, so I think, anyhow, I'm not too sure. I know that a nice ferment just looks brown. That could just be hop residue from inside the wort, I don't know, I'm unsure about that, so probably if someone could tell me, that'd be great. So when that settles down, when that green stuff starts to move across, I will do a video on reclaiming that from the top cropping. That's a second run of that yeast, so I'm going to top crop a fair bit of it, and then I'm actually going to be brewing again this weekend, and I'll brew another 50 litres of that, put it in this fridge here, and use that yeast again. So that'll be the third time on that yeast. Any of you guys out there that are reclaiming yeast and doing all these things, I ask you guys, you know, how many times can we reuse it? I know Dennis has told me 3, and then it starts to get a bit funky. Other people have said 1 or 2. People say 3 or 4. Just if you could message me down below and just let me know your experiences with reclaiming yeast, and when you started to know them, when you started to see them go off and taste some funky flavours in them. Another question also will be, how long can I leave them in the fridge for? Once I've top cropped and I've cleaned the jar up and put it in the fridge, is that an indefinite sort of thing, or is it a couple of months? Is it a week? Is it 2 days? Should I pretty much use it straight away? Shush you! That's something I don't want to waste wort on, getting some off flavours in my beer because I've left it sit in the fridge too long, or I've used it too many times. So if you could help me out with that, that would be great. What else? Yeah, might do a brew day, as I said. Might be brewing this weekend. Depending on how that Pilsner is, I might brew a Pilsner. I might brew a lager. I might actually, I've taken my Blue Dog IPA back to the drawing board, and I'm gonna have another look at that and just see what we can change in it. Citra, I'm sort of over Citra as a flavour, and I've got a lot of Citra in it, so yeah, basically I just want to dump the Citra out of it, change it for something else. What I've got here, yeah, we'll have a look at it anyhow. Some, you know, ingredients that I can get all the time. Yeah, got some kegs. 2 cats up here. They're like freaking out because the big dogs got them rounded up. Won't let them outside, so they got to sneak off. So the cats have joined forces. Got some kegs to clean. I'll probably have some fermenters to clean depending on what happens today or tomorrow. I've left my kegs sitting in my bathroom, so they're going to have to be thoroughly cleaned this time, I think. Thoroughly cleaned and tested, so I'll do that. I have done a testing of the keg videos before, or talked about it anyhow. A lot of people, you know, suggest spray them when you fill them with beer, and spray them, fill them with beer, put it under pouring pressure and spray the lid and spray the connectors and that. I like to test mine before I store them, because I do have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 kegs in storage now, just without beer in them, and I've got 1 in my, and I've probably got another 4 in my back shed, so I've got a fair amount of kegs, so I like to test them thoroughly, just in the bathtub. Yeah, thank you all you guys out there that are liking my videos, subscribing my videos, clicking on all the buttons, clicking on all the things, you know, the like and subscribe thingies. All the comments have been really good. and the responses to my tips in 5 minutes and under, and I do have 2 that I have done today that I will be putting up. Probably not this weekend. I will get them ready to put up, but I'll wait. I'll put this one up today, but I'll wait for a few days to put those up, just to give everyone a chance to get through their backlog of Homebrew Wednesday videos. Like I've got a backlog there. I'm going through watching them now. While I do the dishes. Took a break from doing the dishes to do this one. What else? Been having a lot of fun on Uvu, talking to you guys out there. Jay Elder, Pint by Pint, Puka MC, Chubby, Alan Smith, yeah, and if there's any more and I've forgotten yous, it's only because I'm drunk when I do it. Hopefully I might talk to the missus about doing a JTV this weekend with the thing, I don't know. Just might make it a short one, something. I don't know. See what happens. See if I can get some interest up on that. I don't know. But yeah, I'm going to cut this off. It's already 11 and a half minutes, so remember, beer makes you smarter.